Greetings in the love and in the light of our infinite prime creator, the divine grid program. Namaste, namaskar. Buenos dias, bonjour, or Genki desu ka? Ni hao ma. Guten Tag, God morgen. Dobre obro. Howdy, y'all. And good morning. I don't have much time. I'm right in the middle of the show. As you can see, I use some trans-dimensional mechanics and I put this show on pause. I'm doing a show. So anyway, I wish to pass on information from Divine Brothar of the Light, Paul White Gold Eagle. I will leave the link to his video and this video information so you can see the message in its entirety. I highly recommend visiting Paul White Gold Eagle's web YouTube page and checking his stuff out. He has been very important for my ascension path. I can't tell you, there were months in a row where I would every morning as soon as it was released at like 4 in the morning, I was listening to his roughly 45-minute to an hour long broadcast. They're very nice broadcast. It has very nice voice, and he provides his information that he receives, his divine gnosis, and he also passes along information from his soul tribe. So anyway, I'm going to share information from Mr. Paul White Gold Eagle's forum. And like I said, I'll leave the link for that to get to the video where I'm sharing this information from and this video information. So essentially he's talking about the harmonic convergence that happened in 1987. And he's saying that the happy day of the harmonic convergence was the 16th and 17th of this month, so yesterday and the day before. I know today that dark plasma arc that was on the sun, it is sending its rays directly to Earth and from the central sun. So apparently we're in the same galactic configuration of the initiation of the harmonic convergence in 1987. I do believe that today we're in that same galactic configuration with the central sun, Alcyon, our sun, and not to mention, I don't know all the particulars, but Sirius, the dog star, because we just went through the Lionsgate portal, and so this is an incredibly powerful galactic convergences, and the amount of light that's streaming in right now and the quality of the light is all pervasive, and no darkness will hide from it. If you're experiencing difficulties currently, go through it, because you're meant to go through this transitioning and detoxification. And that's what's going on. The light that's coming through is just cleansing. It's cleansing everything not of the new earth. And if you're experiencing any tumultuous or transitions or changes, let's go through them, let them go, let things go that are in your life that need to be let go, with the utmost confidence that this is necessary, and that on the other side is victory. On the other side is the light. And always keep your eyes on the light. And as I mentioned the other day, sun gazing is beneficial, but the CMEs that are coming from the sun right now, very powerful. Just go with the flow, folks. I don't usually say that very often, but allow it to bathe you and cleanse you. It's cleansing all of us, everything. Todos, los mundos, everything in the world is being cleansed. So I'm going to share some of that information. Happy Day of Harmonic Convergence, 16th and 17th of August is the 36th anniversary of the first celebration of the harmonic convergence of 1987. That's the year I graduated high school, by the way. Led by Volko Voltan Jose Ardeus. This event is linked throughout the space-time continuum and synchronizes with the great awakening of humanity. The convergence is the coming together, emerging of all harmonious timelines and dimensions into the one true time of the ascension, into the pure land of the paradisical paradigm. This is what we call eternal bliss consciousness, unity or cosmic consciousness. Today, we also have another 8-8 portal on the 17th of August, which was yesterday, bringing in more of the Leo, the lion-hearted energy on this special day of the harmonic convergence. Our local Solaris suns continues to be very active, releasing a tsunami of CMEs and solar flares over the past 48 to 73 hours. Into today, in the next couple days, Pachamama is being flooded with these higher energetic waves of gamma plasma radiation directly from the great central sun, Namaste, Namaskaram, to assist Gaia and all her children transform further into the diamond light bodies of the rainbow frequency of the infinite light. We have 3 CMEs heading to Mother Earth. They're coming in today. This is through the Trinity Gate I have spoken of over the last couple of days. Paul, this gateway will stay open until we are fully embodied on the new Earth. Telling you the 26th, one of the Trinity is currently enveloping the Earth, and 2 others will soon follow. This is lighting up all the goddess and dragon grids to prepare the ley lines for the great reunions, both in the divine unions of the Heros Gamos and with our galactic star families. Namaste, namaskaram, in the self-realization of our true Buddha nature. We have the direct experience of our oneness with all life, both physically and non-physically. Both linear and non-linear in the quantum are what we call spatial time. This is witnessing the expansion and compression simultaneously. We do this through living from our heart, from the stillness at the center of our being. The I am presence, the still white magnetic light at the center of all things. That's what's coming from the sun. And other word we call God, source, which is everywhere. Always remember that nothing is as it seems, nor is it otherwise. This koan was transmitted to me as a Zen saying many moons ago from a Zen sensei for this great shift we are experiencing. This koan or type of mantra can be used so one does not get trapped in any false ideologies, programs, or paradigms. Living in Maya within the simulation that is always changing. Once we try to hold on to a concept, it changes to something else. The physical universe is always in a state of flux and change only that which is real. The universal truth never changes. In other words, in the mundane world, what is true today may be false tomorrow. That is why debating never ends. Do not engage in every answer leads to a new question. Do not engage in debating. This is why we must end picking and choosing to end the game of karma and suffering. We can only do this through the silence and stillness, both within and without. There is a saying in Zen Buddhism that when we sit as still as a mountain, body, mind, and spirit, we transform into dragon and swallow the whole universe, meaning we realize that we are the cosmos. And when we go cosmic in consciousness, we have the direct enlightenment of the mind and become Buddhas of the new earth, that which we already are from birth, for all beings are born perfectly awakened Buddhas. Sometimes we just simply forget. I am here to remind you of your innate and intrinsic nature of Buddha, God, consciousness, source, the Brahma within me, witnesses the Brahma within you. Namaste, namaskaram, a whole. So that was the message from Paul White, Brothar, Divine Brothar of the Light. Paul White, Gold Eagle. Like I said, I'll leave the link to that video where I got that information that I basically just kind of read, you know, what he was saying. Um, I wanted to pass it along because I know synchronicities, the way things work. I can't tell you when there were times in my searching when I would just have this phrase in my head and I would go to Google and I would search it, and the like the most my oddest video, like I got a video one time of this little kid in New York, or he was like this kid, and he was, I mean, when I, you know, I'm 53, so I can say, but he was like probably like 17 or 18, this kid, and I was searching for I didn't understand what walk-ins were and soul swapping and any of that stuff. And I was like, you know, my mental, I needed to know this, you know, to achieve some sort of sense of peace with what I was going through. And I found this video that a kid made on YouTube, and man, and this kid was just streaming knowledge, and it was exactly what I needed to hear. And I wish I could remember. I hope that kid's doing well. He and I saw some of his other videos, and apparently, you know, he was going through some rough stuff with, you know, addiction issues, and but he was also, because he was a conduit of truth, and if you're a light worker, and you're trying to speak truth, the darkness, that is what they're engaged in, and they go after that. I've Trust me, I've dealt with it in, well, really my entire life, but certainly in the last 2 years. You know, when you start speaking out and you start decoupling from that world, all those demons and all that darkness comes to try to battle you and shut you down. But I'm telling you, the angels watch out for you. And even Lucifer, who is the aspect of Michael, our solar angel, Lucifer, the light bringer, he is an aspect of Michael that is meant to protect us as we walk in darkness, to help us through those times. As long as you can just keep something about yourself towards the light, whatever darkness you're in, you will come out of it. And so I hope this message this video is brought to you by Java Monster, triple shot 300. This is the French vanilla variety. You know, it's just when you don't have time to make your instant coffee, when you're really in a rush in the middle of a show like I am. So I got to get back to this show. All right, guys, I'm hurrying. But anyway, like I said, I hope this message finds you well.
Namaste, namaskaram.